Is it recording now? All right, it's recording. Let's go. We're live. Um, and I'll manage the participants here. Okay, so today we will be discussing on how to ace interviews with the client. So technically, the client is interested with your job application or with your message. Again, right now we're just focusing on freelancing websites, and later we will transfer to social media. We will transfer how you can contact people via email directly as if you're friends, and pitch to them, or talk to them and tell them about you. And for the sake of newbies, this one is a job post, an example, and we'll just use a virtual assistant job post. Okay, and to to give you just a couple of tips though, on interviews, well, common is that just be punctual or be on time, or before you do the interview, usually it's virtual, so it could be via Zoom, Skype, always test your audio. It's best to have a headset like this. It's, well, it has noise cancellation feature. And what else? Or if you don't have a noise cancellation headset, just go to a room where noise could not enter. So it's a bit quiet and it won't disrupt the conversation. Okay? So let's start. So basically, these are the things that the client is looking for. Basically, it's just an admin person helping him. G Suite, that's Gmail, a paid Gmail. We have Facebook for social media, Salesforce as a CRM. That's where clients or customers' info are saved. And then here is Zoom, like this, the communication. So basically, we'll assist the client. It's like an online virtual assistant is like an online secretary, guys. Basically, you help the client with any task that will be assigned to you. Okay, it's like client is feeding you what to do. All right. So I have three of you. I have Alice, Anjali, and Marissa. Who would like? I need a volunteer, or else I'll volunteer someone. I need a volunteer. I'll act as the interviewer, and you will be the applicant. Alice, would you like to volunteer? Can't hear. How about Marisa? Would you like to volunteer? I have
Okay,
unmute
but
Marisa.
a bit nervous.
It's okay. That's why we're doing this so that you'll learn. Because, well, when I started, I'm always nervous. Okay. Again, it's practice makes it perfect, and practice actually helps you be able to be more prepared. And that's why again, if you don't take up the challenge, nothing changes, and you're stuck. So would you like? Well, I guess you don't have a choice. I'll just mute Alice. So audio. Well, Marissa, you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this will be very quick, Marisa. Okay, so let's say I'm the client and I'm from Australia. I have a business, an online business. It's e-commerce, Shopify, for example. And you have applied to be a VA, a virtual assistant. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Can you make your voice louder?
Uh, is it clear now?
Let me check. Let me increase my volume here so I can hear you better. Just make sure if you're using an earphone of a cell phone, the mouthpiece is
Yes.
near to your mouth. Okay, cool. I can hear you good now. All right, so we'll start. Okay, usually it's very casual. One, two, three, start. Yes, hi there, Marisa. Thank you for applying for the job. How are you?
Or a bit choppy.
Oh, sorry, Marisa. Well, let me just check. Um, I'll stop my video. Oh well, hi. Yes. Hi there, Marisa. Do you hear me okay?
Yes, it's clear.
All right. It's good to hear from you. Where are you from?
I'm from Philippines.
Oh, you're from the Philippines. And so like, uh, do you have clients right now? Do you work with somebody else?
I don't have clients right now. Ended last month.
Oh, it ended last month. And how long was it? Like, how long was have you worked for that client?
I'd worked for almost more than 1 year.
More than a year. And what was your like task or job for that client?
I'm managing her Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn, and Instagram. Do content creation.
Okay, that's cool. So, when you say manage, so you're like the social media manager on the page, or like Facebook groups like that.
Yes,
Oh, I see. And what was the business all about?
business all about health and wellness, and yoga.
Oh, it's yoga. Well, it's good. People needs it right now because of mental stress with COVID. Now, good. Thank you for telling me about that. Well, I'm just curious. Why did the relationship ended? I mean, the contract.
The, the contract ended because of lack of budget.
Oh, I see. That's a poor thing. Sorry to hear that. Well, yeah, we're looking for a virtual assistant, just like 4 hours a day, and I see that I believe you can help me with some of this tasks. You're familiar
Yes,
with, yeah, are you familiar with G Suite?
I have basic knowledge on G Suite, but I am willing to be trained. I am coachable.
Uh-huh, that's good. Okay. And yeah, well, actually, if you notice here, good thing you mentioned about Facebook, because you know, I need to schedule some stuff on my Facebook page as well, and then I have a group as well. It's a very big one. My business is all about it's like leadership coaching for especially for males. For them to be successful, how to be an alpha male, kind of like that. Are you
Yes,
familiar with like an online training business?
yes, it's good.
Okay. All right. And then how about availability? If I need you to work full time, is that fine with you?
Yes, I am available full time, and we can also work in a flexible time.
Okay, I understand. So let me check. Well, I have a couple of questions though. First, um, well, there's a lot of applicants here. I guess I've got 10, and some of them are also very good. My first question is, what makes you different from the others?
I can say that I am not the best, but
Mm-hmm.
I will do my very best, and I will assure you that your business is my business.
Wow, kind of a business tagline out there in the TV. Okay. Uh, yeah. Well, thanks for that. And the other thing is that if ever, let's say, you know, I if ever I did like a bad thing to you, or I told you something bad, is that okay with you? I mean, here in our business, it's it's being tough. I sometimes I tell people not so good thing about how they do the job, or if they did like a crappy job, I would tell them about that. Are you like tough person? Because here, we don't like soft-hearted people. I tell them when they're wrong. I tell them they messed up. But of course, I don't mind if people messing up as long as they're willing to accept and and change things. I mean, and fix things. Is that is that the kind of person you are? Are you tough? Are you open for corrections and feedback?
Yes, I am open for feedback. I'm willing to learn. That's why in every angle, even if it's a negative feedback, I must admit that I have. to do it, just like that.
Okay, I understand. And when can you start? Can you start ASAP or
I can start as soon as possible.
do you have experience with Salesforce?
Yes, I do.
Ah, uh-huh. Okay, that's a good thing. All right, so I'll look into it. Oh well, here. Can you take phone calls? Lastly.
Yes, I do. I had trained appointment setting and telemarketing
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
work for more than 1 year.
Oh, for more than a year. Okay, that's cool enough. And well, that. Those are the only questions I have for you for now. Do you have any question for me, though?
In my heart,
Sorry.
in my heart.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
That's a well. I was catch by surprise for that, but yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, no, no. I'm just kidding. What I'm trying to say is that I'll give me let's say 2 days to sort out things, and I'll notify you via email. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for considering me as your applicant.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for your time. You'd have a great day. Okay.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Okay. All right. Stop. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Marisa. You can now mute your mic. It's okay. Um. Yes. So this one is a very quick one. It's not really hard. Good thing. Marisa usually have like the experiences that the client is looking for. She has experience, and well, there was a good reason why their with the previous contract ended. And what else? Yeah, I mean the interview was okay. Yeah, I mean if I was the client, I might consider you. Okay. The only thing, this is the yes. If you have questions, Marisa, this is the feedback time. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. If you have questions,
I forgot to ask their pain point so
yeah,
that
you're
I can
correct.
give solution. Sorry.
That's okay.
Because
It's
of
okay.
nervousness.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's a practice. The other thing, barista, is that my suggestion for you is that you need to add like energy and fun to your voice. Okay, so because right now, I mean, your sound was monotonous. What I'm trying to say is that I used to have that error on my own. I would say, and let's say if the client would
Copy,
ask
copy.
you, "Oh, sorry, bad internet connection." Let me just check. We have not the best internet connection in the world. Do you hear me okay?
Yes,
All
it's
right,
clear
cool.
now.
When you start with a client interview, I used to do that, but right now I change it a bit. When you start, always like make your voice sound you're very happy and you're bright. When you're asked like, "Hi Marisa, like how are you today?" Don't tell them like this. I'm okay, like this. No, it should be full of fun. Oh yes, well, today I went with my daughter out and we were having fun and it's a positive day. It's full of fun. How about you? You know, you should have the energy because some clients are not looking for people who are the best. More often than not, people will hire you because of who you are, your attitude, you know, your your aura. Okay, your aura. I mean, it's very important that you emit that energy because sometimes clients just to have fun, just like last night I have a client meeting with my existing client, and initially we discussed about the virus, and I laughed at them. I tell them that's funny, lol, kind of like that. You don't need to be very serious. That's the difference between a corporate interview and a freelancing interview. Okay, so yeah, you just need to have that energy. All right, so I guess we let me check the time. Hope so. Still have time. All right, so let's have Anjali. Anjali's a bit different scenario. You can use your mic, Marisa. But do you have questions, Marisa, before we go to Anjali?
Is that good to you just have solution, give solution to their pain point?
Yes, actually, it's best to ask, let's say, what is the greatest challenge that you currently have on your business, though? And once you know, you need to write it down, or you just need to listen very well, attentively, and then tell them the solutions that you may have in mind. Okay. Or if you're not sure what are the solutions for that, tell them I can. I'll take note of this and give me like 24 hours, and I'll send you a couple of plans on how we can resolve those issues with my help. Okay. So you don't need
Another
to.
question, coach.
Oh, how do you question? I mean, how would I ask the client about it?
Yes.
Yeah, basically, I would tell the client, well, good to know that you have a great business, but as of now, for example, for a VA, the most appropriate question would be, which among the tasks really eats up your time? Okay, so at least you know how to prioritize a task and which task has the most burden on the client business. I mean, day-to-day business operations. So if they tell them, the task that eats up most of my time and stresses me out is emails. Okay, so at least you know. So we tell them, oh, that's a good thing. I know how to, answer emails and do it for you. Okay, so for this one, I guess that's the most appropriate one because it is a VA job. Unless you're into marketing and you ask them about, how many clients they have, what's the client acquisition costs and stuff like that. But if it's a VA, just ask them, well, what are the tasks that stresses them the most and takes their time the most? Because I'm sure, they value time. These people's times are very precious. So that way it tells them that you care and you know how to prioritize because prioritizing is important. You need to do the top three most important things in a day and deal with the lesser important things. That's how it should be done. So yeah, that's how you should ask it. But task eats most of your time and causes you stress because stress is the pain point for these business owners looking for VAs. Okay,
Coach, another
sure,
question.
go ahead.
Uh, uh, in what way? What's the best answer? You told me later that why we ended up our contract. A catchy answer. That
No, there's no really there's no catchy answer for that. Basically, you did the right answer. Is they don't have budget, and you can do nothing about it. But basically, what I would do is that, well, I would tell the client, well, unfortunately, they have an issue with the budget, so they need to lay me off. And usually, this is how I would answer it. They had to lay me off, and well, that's life. You just need to move on, and I need to find another client. That's it. So it shows positivity and resilience. It tells it tells the client that you don't mind losing them. I mean, you understand there's some business issues, but at the end of the day, you're positive. And that's another positive point for the client. It tells you, I mean, it tells them who you are, that you're a positive person, which is important because in business, not all the time things are going on the right direction. Sometimes they will be in the wrong direction, um, and you just need to deal with it and adjust with it. Just like right now, I just have one client and who told me we need to pause things because of the virus. Nobody's purchasing cartons in Australia. People are in their houses, and so we need to pause it. And we'll be back in a month or two once things are gone. I mean, once the virus is gone. So I don't mind. I'll find another client. That's how it works. Okay.
coach, another question.
Sure, sure. Go ahead.
The interview always ended up with, "Do you have any question?" How can I answer that
Well,
in a
again,
positive way?
if you have any the question, if you have any question,
Yes,
yeah,
that's it.
actually, you did, you did try your best with the one that we just learned today. It was fine. It was
So,
it's crazy, it's quirky, but it's okay. I mean, it catches the attention. That's always fine. My answer is always be. just be honest. When you answer it, just always be honest. And what else? And just be who you are. It's just like a beauty pageant thing. Whatever comes to your mind, tell them. Because if there's a dead air, it tells them you're not a fast thinker. Whatever comes to the mind, just tell them. That's what I do. I don't think like what should I answer? What should I answer? No, whatever comes to my mind, I just tell them. That's it. Nothing else.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Okay. You can mute your mic now. Let's go to Anjali. Anjali is interesting because she hasn't
Hello.
tried. Yeah. Hi, Anjali. Um, this one is very interesting because you haven't tried freelancing
Yeah.
yet. Okay.
Yeah.
But by profession, you're a nurse, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a nurse, but
Yeah.
I
It's
like
a
I
it's a
just work for about 5 months.
5 months. It's okay.
And
Yeah, the best
yeah,
nurse
five
are yeah, the
months.
best nurse are in the house. Take care of the children. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So this one is a bit
That's right.
different. We'll do a bit of different interview, um, simply because you don't have an experience yet. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And but just think as if before we start, just think as if you have basic experience. Okay, with C Suite, with Facebook, and whatever Salesforce. And
Okay.
well, you have computer. It says Word, PowerPoint, Excel. That's fine. Scheduling appointments and calendars, whatever. Okay, so we'll take it another. This is a different approach because you don't have an experience, which um I can relate because when I started, I my experience was more on call center, not as a virtual assistant.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do
All
this.
right. All right, but I'll coach you thereafter. It depends. Again, the technique
Okay.
is whatever comes to your mind, just tell it.
Anyways.
Okay, you don't need to think twice or whatever, or think of a good answer.
Yeah.
There's no wrong or right answer
Okay.
here. All right. Yes. Hi, Anjali. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, Brent.
Oh yeah. How are you? Yeah, I saw your profile. You're from the Philippines, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. How's the virus out there?
Oh, it's getting bad. But of course, we still need to go on with life. We need to be positive, and everything will soon be all right.
Yeah, you're right. Hopefully, here in Australia, things are also shutting down, and you
Yes.
know, good thing there are still ways to do
Oh,
business even if
that,
we're at home, right? Okay, so yeah, well, basically, I'm looking for a virtual assistant to help me with my business, and yeah, I got your
mm-hmm.
application. Happy to know that. I noticed that you don't have any experience though as a VA. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, don't have
Okay.
any experience yet, but I want really to pursue this kind of work.
Okay. Do you know Microsoft Office? You know the basics, Word, PowerPoint, Excel?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. And are you savvy? I mean, if you're being taught on how to do things, are you a quick learner?
Quite.
Quiet.
Quite a type of
Okay.
saving. Yes.
Okay. That's cool. And what else? Well, basically, just to be honest with you, everything in here, I mean, are just very basic and easy. I can just
Mm-hmm.
give you some short video trainings on how to do things um, like this one, on Zoom and record it. And well, yeah, I mean, there's Salesforce G Suite is actually just Gmail, but the paid one, it's just the same. Just better features in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook Workplace is like a messaging tool for the team. Salesforce is a CRM. That's where we save customer infos. Well, it's very on the basic side. It's actually just copy and pasting things, or my team deploys like an automation tool, so that when people fills out a form, all the details goes to Salesforce. So what I need helping with Salesforce is actually just making sure that it's all updated. And what else? Well, I'll just give you instructions about that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
well,
think I can do that.
okay, that's good. Well, I see that you have pitched like $10 US dollars an hour. Is that your
Mhm.
current rate?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I,
And
I think good for, yeah. Okay, go
okay,
on.
no problem. It's
Sorry.
okay. You can talk. No problem at all.
Yeah.
So now,
I,
yeah. Well, I like your energy. You're fun to deal with. Um, but my budget is just like as of now because of the virus, I cannot afford that hourly rate. Are you like? Is that something negotiable?
mm, I think for a beginner like me, I can say yes to that.
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
My budget is only around six US dollars an hour. Is that fine with you
Six, quite think.
though?
Okay, okay. I mean, given with the crisis right now, okay.
All right. Thank you for understanding. Okay. Well, the other thing that I would like to ask you, well, I just have a couple of questions that I have in mind here. Okay. One
Okay.
question is if ever you need to decide, let's say if there's like a medical emergency,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I also have an important task for you to do, which do you think you would choose? Is it my business or the medical emergency, and why?
Oh, with that, like, you mean when I have like a medical emergency here in our
Yeah, I mean,
house?
let's say your
Is
husband
that
was
what you're
rushed. What
saying
your
about?
husband? No, no. Let's say your husband was rushed to the hospital because of an accident, but I have a very important task for you to do. So what would you do?
Mm-hmm.
Would you leave work and go to the hospital, or do the work and
Well, with that, um,
sorry?
sir, with the motto that we have in life, we always put family first. So if emergency like that arise, I would always choose to go with the family first. And I think, I don't know if you would understand that, but uh, that would be my decision. I'll go with
Okay.
my husband first.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Again, just making sure. I mean, yeah. Well, it's a good thing. Well, for me, I'll do the same. Actually, I mean,
Oh,
work is always there, but family, they
yes.
could not be. I mean, if there's something bad that happened to them, we might have actually like missed an up a moment in life. For example.
Yes.
All right.
But of course, yes. I mean, but of course, I would check first if there are other way that some can, uh, go to my husband or like that. But if it's really, really emergency that I have to be the one there, then I would really choose family first.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, me too. I mean, it's always family first for me. Business is
Yeah.
second in all things. Okay, that's good. What else? What's your availability? Like, how many hours a day can you work?
I can work six hours a day. That
Mm-hmm.
would be fine with me.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
I'm a mother of three actually, and I juggle things. We do
yeah.
homeschooling, but
Mm-hmm.
of course, I need to give time with work too.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. I understand. Okay. Well, yeah. It's nice to be a mother. It tells you how to do multitasking and
Mm.
project management. You need to manage everything. Be a manager. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I just need 4 hours a day, so I guess that would be a win-win for both of us.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
thank you, sir.
And what else? Um, yeah, I mean, I'll notify you by tomorrow, I guess. for
Oh,
the result. Okay.
oh, thank you so much. But I'm looking forward that you will really give me this chance to work with you.
Oh yeah, it's, okay. Right, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, me too. I heard good stuff. Energy is good, which is very important. Um, we do business, we do work, but we need to have fun more often than not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Anjali. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, stop. So, what do you think, Anjali? Can you, tell? Can you, like, can you evaluate your own answers? How would you
Oh,
evaluate it?
I really no, I really don't know. I haven't been to like an interview like this online. I mean, I had previously like online teaching, but not this kind of stuff.
Yeah, actually. You
So,
sh-
what can you say, sir?
well, it's a good thing because when you were talking, it's fun and you can hear you're a happy person. That's very important again. People really like would hire rather. I mean, they're hiring for an attitude. Always remember that. And well, Marisa's listening, and others will be listening. People would hire for attitude because attitude is something that's hard to change. Skills can be trained, but
Yes.
attitude can't be trained, unfortunately.
Mm,
So, but we ourselves can change it though. Okay, it cannot be trained, but we
mm,
can change it. It's a decision that we need to. It's a conscious decision we need to make every day to change ourselves.
mm,
And what else? Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It's okay. I mean, you just when you don't have experience, just tell them, yes, I don't, but I have computer skills. I believe that
mm,
things are easy to learn, and I'm willing to
mhm.
do some research. If I don't know how to do the task, there's a lot of YouTube
Yeah.
tutorials. Actually, to be honest with you guys, the VA tasks they can all be found on YouTube or Google. You just need to do it. That's
Mhm,
how I did it when I started. We have 5 more minutes.
mm,
All right. What else? It's okay. It was fine. Again, you just need to have that smile, and when you talk, you need to have that fun, that smile. It should be conveyed in the call.
mm,
And
mm.
what else? Yeah, positivity is very important, and willingness to learn, and patience
Yeah.
definitely. You need to be patient. You need to imply patience, because at the end of the day, client knows that you might be able to do it. You might not be able to do it,
Mhm,
but at times, um, client would just like to know, just be honest. Do you know how to do it? Can you learn how to do it? Kind of like that. So yeah,
mhm.
you just need to be resourceful and find things on how to do it. But if you can't really find the answer, then you can ask the client. That's the last resort. That's the way how to do it.
Oh,
Okay. Marisa, do you have any other questions?
And so far,
Okay. All right. So I guess those are my feedback. So just work on it.
mm,
And
mm,
other stuff. Oh yeah, those are the pointers in interview. Just talk with a smile. Be positive. Imply your attitude through like the who you are thing. Um, well, that's it. I mean, for business, you just need to be positive and patient and optimist. I mean, and determined. Nothing else. That's why if you notice, some of the people left the group chat. I guess because of the technical issues and all. But then again,
mhm.
to be honest with you guys, sometimes I have clients who tells me we have a meeting at 7 p.m. Philippine time. They tell me, "Oh, I'm busy. Can we go 9?" I would say, "Yeah, let's go 9." And then when you go 9, I would say, "Could you go 10?" So see, they keep on canceling things, but at the end of the day, they're the client, they're the boss, so you need to deal with it and adjust. We're not the boss here.
Yes.
Okay, we're not boss. I mean, we're not the boss yet. So we need to be flexible and like that, and be patient. Okay, don't leave your
Mm,
client. Let them leave you
yeah,
if
that's
they need to. But it's okay again. Other thing, I guess the other thing that I would encourage you guys is that every day read two articles. Articles about skills on
mm-hmm.
freelancing. You can Google
Yeah, I
them.
want that.
Yeah, you can Google them. Um, use use your Google app, and I usually would recommend using the Google browser app on the cell phone because The more you search, the more they would recommend news or articles that is related to what you're searching. Okay,
Mm.
not the Chrome app, but the Google Search app on your phone. That's one way how
Okay.
to. That's what I do right now. I just simply go to the app, and then I will see like a lot of articles about email marketing. About whatever stuff I would search on Google Search app on my phone. It would suggest all
Mm.
relevant articles that you're looking for. But if you're using desktop, you can simply search what are the skills that a virtual assistant needs to know, and and test it. I mean, when you read things, always test it. Um, do it yourself. I mean, practice and keep on practicing because nothing can be learned. I mean, 2 years ago, I have a goal to be a marketer and a project manager. How did I did it? I don't have any formal training. I simply said to myself, I'll do it. I'll find a client who can teach me. And even with a low rate, I
Mm.
started a project. My first project management project. No, no, management. Yeah, I was my first project management contract was $20 per hour. No experience, no experience at all.
Oh.
I just told them during my mission, just like Anjali, I
Mm.
did handle missionaries. We planned,
Ha?
we trained them, we managed them. So
Balo
that's
ka
my
pa gusto.
experience with project management.
Alay
So
ko to.
yeah, I mean that's why in life it's just all about how you present yourself and how you sell yourself and what you can do. It's not really what you can do, but are you willing to learn things?
Subukan ko ng
Okay,
niya kasi Bisaya. Subukan ko pa minsan.
so
Yeah.
that's it. We have
Thank
last
you.
minute and we're ending today. I have Marisa's profile. I'll check it out. Anjali, can you create your profile as well? Just send it to my email, and yeah, we'll go from there. And I'll schedule another training regarding on the social media stuff on how to find clients there. But we'll practice first on the first part. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. Dinner
Thank
time.
you,
Bye bye.
sir.